Alright guys, so I just finished mowing this yard with the new John Deere Z345R. The front I did only once. I went over once. As you can see, it doesn't stripe too bad. The striping could be a little bit better, a little bit brighter, thicker, whatever you want to call it, but not too bad. The back, I went over twice, simply because there's so many grooves and everything in this yard. I go over it once this way, and then the next time I go over it this way, and yeah, did really good. So if I would have just went over it this way, then whole line right through here, right through there would have still been sticking up. And then there are other lines going this way that if I would have just went that way, those would have just been sticking up. So, but I do think it does look a lot nicer when it's cut twice. So I don't know. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Shannon with Point Lawn Care, and today I'm going to be reviewing my new John Deere Z345R. Excuse me, my dog is barking in the background. He's a Dalmatian. So far I have used this on about 14 yards, and it cuts really well. I did have a little bit of problem right off the bat, because when I ordered it, they didn't have Sloan's didn't have any in stock, and so they had to assemble it for me right away. I don't know if they put the belt on wrong, or if it was the wrong belt altogether. I'm not sure, but the belt snapped on me. Well, it didn't really snap, but it got chewed up severely, and I will show you the result right now. Alright guys, so here's the original deck belt, the one that got chewed up on me. And as you can see, the belts are pretty long, but yeah. So, the cons, first off, I don't like this pin system. I don't like this pin system. Like with my D105 and my Cub Cadet, they had the regular lever where you could adjust the height, and you could actually see the height number here. They don't make the numbers super visible. I wish they would have maybe added some yellow paint to the numbers to really make them stand out. As it is, the top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. The bottom one is 1, and then let's see. Hang on. All right, so you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, you got 4. Then you got quarter, half, 3/4, 2, quarter, half, 3/4, 3, quarter, half, 3/4, 4. I do like that it goes up by quarters rather than by halves or whatever. It allows you to blend a little bit better if you have two different cutting heights. Let's see. I don't like that they should have maybe curved these handles out a little bit more, because us guys with guts, you know, it's hard to back up. I'm losing weight right now because the season's getting started. So it's not really affecting me as much anymore, but you know, it really digs into the gut. So they should maybe curve it out to about here. Let's see. And the seat I've got it back as far as it'll go, and it's almost right up against the engine. And then, let me grab the camera real quick, and I will show you guys the underneath. All right, so unlike with the D105s, this has, you have a bolt and a nut that you have to hold on to in order to adjust the deck height. I don't like that because most of the time when you get these straight from a dealer who assembles them, the shop does not level the deck exactly. 3 should be 3 inches, 1 should be 1 inch, 4 should be 4 inches, and so on. What I've found with owning several mowers is they'll measure, but they won't measure exact. It'll be slightly off on one side or the other, or it'll be slightly off on both sides. So make sure when buying, either from a regular dealer or from Lowe's, Home Depot, Farm and Fleet, wherever, make sure before you cut your yard, you check the deck height. So that's another negative. Now the pluses, they made the belts very easy to get to. No more unscrewing bolts. They've got it on a system, spring system. You just lift it up. You can clean that out. I just got done with a yard, so you can clean that out just like that. No more unscrewing the 2 screws there. It's the same with both sides. Very nice. Very easy to put a new belt on there as well. Whenever I went back to Sloan's yesterday to pick up my warranted belt, I took my trailer with me that had my mower in it, and as soon as I got it, I went in there. I didn't even pull my mower out. I went ahead and changed out the belt right inside. Didn't take, it took about 5-10 minutes. Just because I had to double check the manual to make sure I was putting it on right. So another thing is the belts for other, like lawn tractors, they are too small for this, so they can't swap out. Like I checked, since it was a 42-inch deck, just like my D105. I checked with Sloan's to see if, I could just take the one off my D105 and swap it out to get me by. And they said this one is about 2 feet longer than the D105 belt. So, let's see here. You've got the brake right here. All right, so you got the brake right here. You've got the deck adjustment here. The key, blade control, the throttle. See, I'm not sure. It does have an hour meter on it. Unlike with the D105, this one does not stay on all the time. I know with my D105, the hour meter stays on. So I like that. I don't like that there's no gas gauge on here. Like with my D105, there's a gas gauge. I could easily tell if I was running low on gas. Here I've got to eyeball it. I usually top it off every 3rd yard. But that's with me going over each yard twice for the initial mowing. So it'll probably be every 6th yard or something like that. This is a 22 horsepower V-twin. The engine was made in the USA, John Deere Ready Start. Advanced debris management system, protection from dirt and debris for long-term performance, cast iron sleeves, and full pressure lubrication for reduced wear, long life. 3,600 RPMs per SAE J1940 as rated by engine manufacturer. What else can I say about this? Since I've only used it 7 hours so far, and on 14 yards, I haven't had to do any maintenance on it yet other than the belt. Here's the deck washing system. You just attach your hose there. I do like that I don't feel so cramped on this thing. With my Cub Cadet, because I'm a tall guy, I'm about 6'3", somewhere around there. When I go forward at full throttle, the bars always hit my knees. I always had to wear tennis shoes to make my legs a little shorter so that I could actually go full throttle forward. With this, I don't have that problem. But again, with reverse, you know, it digs in to my gut. Overall, it's a really good mower. It cuts great. It goes really fast. I like that. I've been able to get my yards done in a quarter of the time that it took me last year. And that was with either the Cub Cadet or the D105. So I really like that. It's given me a lot of room. Last year, I was mowing all week long. This year, because it's cut all my time, I only have to mow the first 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the last two, I have freed up to add more clients or to take off if I want to. I worked extremely hard last year, constantly making repairs to the Cub Cadet, constantly making replacing the steering plate on the D105. This year, I wanted to take it easy. That's why I got a brand new mower, so I didn't have to do that stuff every week because those machines are old. So yeah, I really like it. And here in just a minute, I will show you how fast this thing can mow and all the striping, how it stripes. The stripes aren't as great as they could have been. Kind of wish the John Deere would have did something a little bit different with the deck. Maybe added a flap to the back to make the stripes a little bit more solid. Alright, so I'll be right back with that. So there you have it, guys. Didn't take me hardly any time at all to mow the yard. Guess I must have forgot to hit record when I did the front yard, but it took me about 2-3 minutes, if that. So yeah, I would give the John Deere Z345R, I would probably give it 4 out of 5 stars. Just a few little nitpicks, mainly with the control arms not coming out far enough. Really digs into my stomach and ribs when I go in reverse, and the pin system. And like I said, the engine needs to be just a little bit further back, because like I said, my seat is right up against the engine now. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, the John Deere Z345R. If you're interested, it is a residential mower. It's about a mid-grade residential mower, 22 horsepower. Head out to your local John Deere dealership and pick one up. Take care, guys.